It is I, the Earth Ninja of Ruthlessness, and this time I'm reviewing Boruto Chapter 23. Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 23. Gotta be specific with the 2 Blue Vortex. But yeah, looking at Jura here, that's quite the pose, quite the look he's got there. Not sure how to feel about this. He's giving me like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure vibes. Make the characters like look fashionable. Some of them look cool, but then it's just like others like this. It just makes me like think like if I saw this on the cover of the book, I don't know if I would get this book. Like, but that's just me. It's a personal taste. Like, just because I don't vibe with it don't mean like other people don't. I don't know if it's just Jura himself or if it's just a pose. I'm not feeling it. I'm not digging this. Like, this just don't look cool to me. But to each his own, I guess. Starting off the chapter. Using his Snake Sage mode, Mitsuki has finished off the remaining claw grabs around the battlefield. Then he spots Konohamaru running towards him. Konohamaru asks, Mitsuki, are you okay? So Mitsuki explains everything that happened with him, Sarada, Araya, and Yodo, and how they defeated Ryu. Konohamaru is like, oh, okay, I see. So Araya took the thorn bulb and is going to bring it to Shinki. So Mitsuki's carrying Sarada, and he's explaining to Konohamaru that Araya headed towards the Shinki tree while carrying Yodo. Konohamaru's like, feel bad about the whole Yodo thing, but it is what it is. But I'm sure she'd be happy that they got the thorn bulb, like mission accomplished essentially. So Konohamaru's like, yo, our mission isn't done. And Mitsuki's like, oh, you mean Jura? Yeah, I saw him flying toward where you were battling Matsuri, and Jura didn't even like look at Ryu's thorn bulb or us. He just flew by. Mitsuki asked Konohamaru what's his target. So Konohamaru basically explained that Matsuri was about to kill him, but Boruto came in and saved him. Then he explained that Jura showed up trying to kill Boruto, and that killing Boruto seems to be a higher priority for Jura and the Shinju. Then Mitsuki's like, Master, let's go help Boruto. And Mitsuki wants to go help Boruto, but Konohamaru said no, the mission was only to get the thorn bulb. They got the thorn bulb. Konohamaru has the thorn bulb in his hand from Matsuri, and he says that Boruto knew that was the mission. Boruto knew the situation, and that Konohamaru was only able to escape with the thorn bulb because Boruto came to save him. Mitsuki looks a little concerned, but Konohamaru assures Mitsuki that it's part of the mission, that they have to go where their initial rendezvous point with the Sand Village was. Konohamaru said that it was Boruto's instructions to do that. Konohamaru says that he thinks Boruto has a plan and that they should trust him. Yeah, that's sad, bro. It's like, so you just gonna leave him like that? Like, homie saved you and everything too. But it's like, yo, Konohamaru's right. Like, you gotta be ruthless. Go on without him. Besides Boruto said, yo, just take the thorn bulb and leave. That was the most important part. Props to Mitsuki, because like Mitsuki is like a real like homie. Like, Konohamaru's right, bro. It's just like, you gotta complete the mission, bro. It is what it is. It is kind of sad that like Konohamaru effed up, so Boruto put his life on the line because Konohamaru fucked up. It stings even more hearing it from Konohamaru, the one that effed up the mission, so that because Boruto would have never came to save him if Boruto knew that Konohamaru had it all under control and Konohamaru was gonna like finish off Matsuri by himself. Because Konohamaru actually had the opportunity to finish off Matsuri by himself, but Konohamaru effed up. So it's just like, at the end of the day, like, nobody told Boruto to come save Konohamaru. And it's like, I get it. Like, Konohamaru already effed up so much that he's like, I can't F up again. Like, I have to, like, complete the mission at the very least. And plus, he wants Moegi back. So it's just like, and he doesn't even remember Boruto as Boruto. He just knows Boruto as the traitor Kawaki, whatever, that killed the 7th Hokage, even though he's seen time and time again that Boruto is like on their side. He probably still has like that hint of doubt with Boruto, like still there a little bit. But like, even if he wanted to go back and help Boruto, he knows that they would just basically get in the way and they would just be fodder, and going there would just basically be like sacrificing their lives for nothing. You low-key right though. Come on, bro. I can't be mad at you, even though it's your fault, but I can't be mad at you for what you just said to Mitsuki. That's some real ish right there, bro. You had to say it. You gotta say it. The scene goes to Boruto and Jura squaring off, getting ready to fight. Boruto's grabbing his sword. Boruto puts his hand on his wound and says, damn it, it missed anything vital, but the wound is deep. The damage is greater than I thought. Jura's looking at him intently and fires a Biju Bomb sniper shot from his eye. Boruto senses it. Jura lets off the explosion, lets off the attack, and is looking around and sees Boruto instantly moved to a cliff and is hanging onto a cliff. So Jura is basically explaining that since Boruto's prepared, the Biju bombs aren't gonna be as effective. And he wonders, to beat Boruto, is it going to be better to use long distance attacks or close range? So Jura starts flying. Boruto senses it. Jura's flying straight at him. Boruto grits his teeth, preparing for an attack. Jura lets off another Biju bomb laser beam, and Boruto jumps off of the cliff. Jura shoots 2 more Biju bombs, but Boruto flies around them, throws a kunai. The kunai is heading towards Jura. Jura evades the kunai and fires a Biju bomb laser beam, but Boruto teleports to where the kunai was thrown. As it goes past Jura, Boruto is now behind Jura. Boruto takes out his sword and attacks Jura with the sword. Jura sees this coming and smacks the sword out of Boruto's hand and is about to use the one claw on his right hand to stab Boruto, but Boruto uses his flying Raijin to where the sword got smacked to. From that location, he grabs the sword. Jura sees this, but it's too late. Boruto slices off Jura's left leg. Jura compliments him, saying, "Ho, impressive." Boruto tries to go for another attack, but Jura's ready this time and counters Boruto's sword swings with his claws. Jura and Boruto are going back and forth with claw swipes versus sword slashes, and Jura seems to have the upper hand because Boruto says, "Damn it, I'm outmatched strength-wise." So there's a lot going on with the combat because of the teleportation. And now Boruto's like using the hell out of it. It's a manga, so it's hard to perceive like speed and like what's actually happening for real. But like Boruto's like throwing stuff at him, throwing kunai to teleport like some Minato stuff. But it's just like with Boruto teleporting to the kunai, then teleporting to his sword, and then grabbing the sword right when Jura's about to stab him, and then just teleporting right behind him because the kunai or the sword is probably there, so he teleported to where the sword is, I think, and then grabbing the sword at that point and then being able to slice his leg off. This is impressive, no doubt. I'm sure Jura's gonna regenerate the leg, but like even Jura's like impressive. Even when Boruto was fighting Hidari, he was using the teleportation to like catch Hidari off guard and a lot of things. And granted, I feel like Jura's kind of just like messing with Boruto right now. He's not going like full force. He's just like, I guess, having fun. He's playing with his food. But it's like, and I hate it when villains play with their food, because it's like, bro, if you're really that strong, I know you can end this guy, even if he's teleporting around and stuff. Eventually, Jura grabs Boruto's right arm, holding his sword with, and Jura prepares to fire a Biju bomb point blank. But while Boruto's hand is holding the sword, he weaves hand signs to use purple lightning. This shocks Jura, forcing Jura to release Boruto's arm. Boruto, still holding onto his sword, gets away from Jura. Boruto really did train. Like just being able to just like pull off the purple lightning. Like it's like Jura had him dead to rights right there when he grabbed his arm and he was about to like finish him with the Biju bomb. Then just Boruto coming out of nowhere with the purple lightning, just like. Boruto is a quick thinker. I'll give him that. Like, it's pretty impressive just to see like Boruto like just fight. But it's like, how far is it gonna go? Like, is Boruto gonna exhaust himself fighting like Jura right now? They both look at each other while flying. Boruto breathing heavily, huff, and Jura taunting him, saying, "Hehe, you're getting quite sluggish, Otsutsuki Boruto." Boruto continuing to huff, and Jura says it might be faster to club you to death than to try to hit you with Biju bombs. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, Boruto can keep trying to fight this, but like Jura's most likely like on like infinite stamina, infinite like regeneration. Like just Boruto, like even though he's Otsutsuki, like he's using too much chakra, he's getting tired, he doesn't know what to do. And granted, you think like as an Uzumaki, he'd be able to like just spam shit and have, you know, a huge amount of chakra to just like spam a whole bunch of stuff that he wants to spam, but like no, he's exhausting himself in this fight, and eventually it's turning into a battle of attrition where like Jura is basically like a tailed beast, so he can just keep going for like as long as he wants. Boruto looks at him intently, and then the scene shifts to Mitsuki and Konohamaru walking while Mitsuki's carrying Sarada. Konohamaru says, "All right, we made it to the spot Boruto specified." Mitsuki says, "But why here?" Konohamaru says, "I have no clue, so don't ask." Back to the fight with Jura and Boruto. Jura's flying straight at Boruto and hits him with a knee. It actually connects, and Boruto is sent back. And as Jura flies towards him, Jura actually hits Boruto in the stomach with his claw and sends Boruto flying straight into the ground. At this point, Jura flies up even higher, prepares another Biju bomb. Boruto sees this, but the Biju bomb flies down and explodes, creating a massive spear of destruction. The dust settles, and it shows that Boruto flew away just in the nick of time. But as he's flying and huffing, Jura appears behind him quickly and is ready to slice with another claw. But Boruto notices this in time and draws his sword and clashes with the claw. And this is where Boruto's sword gets chipped from the claw. This worries Boruto, and Jura prepares to attack while Boruto is surprised. Jura kicks Boruto and sends him flying straight into the ground. Boruto is laying unconscious on the ground while holding on to the sword, but he is fully unconscious. Like that's the interesting part about like having these Shinju instead of like a giant 10 tails monster. Like it's gonna be a lot more like close up hand to hand combat. It just seems interesting how seeing Boruto fight is kind of just like, okay, he's not gonna be spamming shadow clones like his dad. He for some reason he doesn't do that. He's just going like, okay, I gotta do straight hand to hand, and I'm using the sword. I feel like he's just playing with Boruto right now and like testing his own skills, because I feel like he knows that Boruto's like probably like one of the only people that could actually give him a challenge. Jura's just having too much fun. He got Boruto, he punched him to the ground, and he's about to shoot the Biju bomb at him. He's really just trying to end up with the Biju bomb. You can impale him, you can like slice him up, like there's so many other things you could do, but it's like, if you're gonna keep doing this Biju bomb stuff, then fine. Boruto's gonna survive this because Jura's not taking it seriously. Like part of it could be like the whole like how Matsuri like was experiencing love the first time, and she just like went straight into like being completely flushed and like nervous about dealing with Konohamaru, and then eventually it led to her getting super jealous. The same thing could be happening to Jura, where Jura is just like, okay, now I'm actually having fun. Like just doing this just seems fun to me. So it's just like he's really like doing it too much to the point where it becomes like his downfall. He's probably on like a level of arrogance where it's just like, there's no way I'm losing this. I'm easily gonna kill this guy, so it doesn't matter. I can play with my food because I can afford to, type of deal. But it's like, that's the easiest way for like villains to just get their comeuppance right there. I'm surprised he still had the awareness, and it looks like Jura's about to blitz him. Like, but then he just senses it. And he's like, pull out the sword, and he blocks it. He actually blocked it, bro. Like, gotta give points to Boruto, but like, this is Boruto without Momoshiki's help. I gotta put respect on his name. He's actually holding his own in this fight. Sad part is, even though Boruto can hold his own in this fight, it don't mean his weapons can hold their own. Sword got chipped. That's Sasuke's sword too, bro. Sword couldn't handle it, bro. Can't handle all the damage. The scene shifts to Ada saying, sorry, I can't watch anymore. At this rate, Boruto really will be killed. She's conveying this information to Kashin Koji, who is shown with his head lowered and his hands grasping his head in frustration. Ada says to him, hey, Koji, are you listening? Say something. Koji says, Ada, could you be quiet for a bit? I'm getting an update. His eyes are rolling backwards because he's getting new visions of the future. He's seeing all the different possible futures, and there's images of Jura holding his eye, Boruto on the ground, and Himawari. As Koji's looking around, he sees the vision of Jura holding his right eye, and he says, no way. Koji continues to sit there absorbing the visions while Ada asks, hey, what's going on? What is it that you're getting? She asks this while sitting next to Damon. Yo, that's funny. Yeah, I totally forgot like Ada's watching everything, and there she said, sorry, I can't watch anymore. Yo, that's funny. She's like, I can't do it, bro. Like he's getting destroyed, bro. I can't see this, bro. At this rate, Boruto really will be killed. And then you see Kashin Koji with his hands on his head like, oh my gosh, I told him not to go. He's ruining everything. It's just that expression. It's the expression where it's just like, oh my gosh, I told this. Told him not to go. It's too late, bro. Homie made his choice. Homie ruthlessly was like, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think. I'm going. And now he's suffering the consequences. It was his choice. His consequences. It is what it is. Then the scene shifts to Jura flying right above Boruto. With Boruto on the ground unconscious, Jura says, still breathing? You're tougher than I expected. How very Otsutsuki of you. And even unconscious, you hold onto your master's blade. It shows Boruto's hand, still holding onto the sword. Jura then flies up high, looks down on Boruto, and while in the air he says, out of respect for your extraordinary grit, Otsutsuki Boruto, I'll wipe you out cleanly with a single blow, and prepares to shoot another Biju bomb. The arrogance, bruh. Jura, you definitely lose points of ruthlessness for that one. Out of respect for your extraordinary grit, Otsutsuki Boruto, I'll wipe you out cleanly with a single blow. He was literally at your feet. You could have did it right then and there, point blank. You could have ended him right then and there, point blank. It could have been over right there. Let me do the arrogant villain thing and fly up into the air and then shoot him. Just so it could be like one clean single blow. Like, come on, bro. Are you serious, bro? Oh, man. And it's like, I get it. When authors have to do this, it makes sense that the villain would be arrogant on some level at some point, especially when they know that, okay, it's over, I got this, there's nobody that can stop me. Like, when you have that level of arrogance, I get it, but that's not ruthless, bro. That's not the thing that's gonna like actually get you to victory. Like, if you really wanted Boruto done, like right then and there, you didn't have to do this, let me fly up stuff and then shoot him. You could have just shot him right there when he was at your feet. But no, he wanted to be fancy with it, and you can say like, oh, he's a tree person. He he's having too much fun because he's never experienced like emotions before. So him having fun is brand new to him. It's like, yeah, you can say all that. And yeah, that was written into the story. Okay, I'm not mad that he did it. I'm just mad that, I'm mad that he did it. I can't lie about it. Like this is the way you're gonna get bested off some BS because you didn't want to just like finish the job right there because you wanted to make it a spectacle. I guarantee you, he's gonna get interrupted by something. That's just how it works. Like you don't do that stuff. You just finish him off. But like he's only like 1 year old or something, so it's just like he doesn't fully understand stuff that well. So it's just like, yo, cut him some slack, and it's like, all right, fine, cut the villain some slack. But it's just like, bro, I've seen villains do that kind of stuff too many times already, to the point where it's just like it's not believable anymore. It's like, but Jura always seemed like the logical, efficient villain. But I get it. Like part of like being human is like letting the emotions like guide you in a way where your logic and intelligence kind of tells you otherwise. So like his intelligence would tell him like, yo, just finish him right there. He's right there. Just end him right there. But his emotions are saying, out of respect for your extraordinary grit, I'll wipe you out cleanly with a single blow. He flew up into the air and then charged up the beam, and it's just like, bro, at this point he's gonna get interrupted. It's like I see it coming miles away before I turn the page. It makes my ruthless heart burn because it's like, bro, come on, bro, are you serious, dude? He doesn't understand how emotions will lead to their downfall. So I get it that it's a poetic part of the story. I get it, but it's like just seeing it. I just hate it when that happens. That's it. So you lose points for ruthlessness, Jura, but it's still an entertaining film. But I already know you're about to get interrupted before you can finish off Boruto because it's too cliche right now. Just let the cliches happen and let the story continue. As Boruto is unconscious on the ground, seemingly helpless, the right eye that Jura was gonna use to fire the Biju bomb gets stabbed from behind with a black rod. Jura surprised, and behind him, right above him, on his back, stands Kawaki with the rod in his hand. Jura tries to look back, and Kawaki is just standing on his back while saying, "This ain't enough to kill you. You really are a monster." Scene shifts to Ada saying, "Huh? Kawaki? What the heck?" Koji's still looking at the visions, and he sees Kawaki in the visions. New omniscience vision for the first time in about 6 days. He sees Kawaki, and Koji says Kawaki's involvement. "I've never seen this possibility before. Very cunning, Boruto. He must have relayed something to Kawaki during the past few days." So Koji understands that Boruto went to involve Kawaki in the situation, and that led to a changed future where Kawaki comes to save Boruto. Meanwhile, back with Konohamaru, Mitsuki, and a fainted Sarada. They're standing at the location, the rendezvous point. Mitsuki's looking around. Konohamaru asks, "What is it, Mitsuki?" Mitsuki says, "Oh, why did Boruto choose this location? I'm wondering if he has one of those metal symbols stashed here somewhere." "You mean for translocation?" Konohamaru says. "Oh, there you are. They made it," says Delta, who's flying in the sky. Konohamaru, Mitsuki, Sarada, all three of you at least look intact. Mitsuki says Delta while they both see her. Okay, for this scene, I really want to know, did Kawaki just like fly really fast, or did Kawaki just teleport? Kawaki probably just teleported to the battle scene and just like stabbed him right there. But it's like him just standing on top of like, yo, that's my prey. If anyone's gonna kill him, it's gonna be me. That's interesting. I'm not gonna lie. It's a cool pose too, but the way he's just like casual about it. He's just casually overpowered. It's like, I don't know if I like it or if I hate it, but it's just like I enjoy it, but then at the same time it's kind of like, oh man, he just casually just came out of nowhere. This ain't enough to kill you. Really are, like just casually. It was such a serious moment before too, and then Kawaki just comes out of nowhere and just like takes away all the seriousness. It's just funny to me, bro. When Boruto went to go talk to Kawaki, I had a feeling that Koji didn't tell him to go tell Kawaki that was Boruto's decision to go tell Kawaki, "Hey, I need your help." Like, part of me did think like, oh, did Koji tell him to do that? But like, for the most part, like I had a feeling it was just like, nah, Boruto told him to do that because Boruto actually trusts Kawaki like that. Kawaki, he's interesting only because he has that power, and he's doing like a whole bunch of like reckless stuff with it. But it's like, I still don't know how to feel about Kawaki. I don't like him. That's the most I can say about Kawaki. I like that he's in the story because like he's really one of the main characters that is shaping the story. But that's what I'm saying. I don't like Kawaki for Kawaki. It's like him being mental, for lack of a better word, adds like shape to the story. Like a lot of this stuff wouldn't be happening if it wasn't for Kawaki. Like the omnipotence wouldn't be a thing if it wasn't for Kawaki. I still don't like him, but I respect his ruthlessness. I'll say that at the very least. Boruto just seems kind of bland to me, but I haven't seen like too much from him. But whenever Kawaki's doing something or saying something or just being a part of the story, it's just like, oh, okay, what's Kawaki gonna do next? I like him for the story just because he's actually making things like move, but I don't like him as a character. And then back to the fight with Kawaki and Jura. Kawaki's still standing on Jura's back while Jura tries to swipe behind him with his claw, and right when he was about to connect, Kawaki teleported with the rod. Jura's swipe misses, and he wonders where Kawaki teleported to. Kawaki just teleported a little further back behind Jura, and then Kawaki releases more rods to poke through Jura's body. With so many rods stabbed through Jura's body, he swipes to break the rods and then prepares with his good eye to fire a Biju bomb. He fires the Biju bomb. Kawaki sees this and teleports. The Biju bomb goes flying and misses. The Biju bomb misses and goes flying off into the distance and explodes. It's in this explosion that Boruto gets woken up by the aftermath of the explosion. Kawaki, who teleports right next to Boruto, says, "Hey, dumb bro, wake up already." Boruto gets up, says, "God, you're the one who's late, jerk." Jura, who's flying in the sky, says, "Kawaki?" with a question mark. "How can this be? I sense in him exponentially greater power than before." Kawaki talks to Boruto, saying, "You better hold it together, Boruto, cause if you run amok, I'll kill you on the spot." Boruto understands and says, "Just ignore me and do it." Jura is flying down at rapid speed, aiming for Kawaki and Boruto, while Kawaki unleashes the karma. His body has the karma markings, and he says, "Let's go, you bastard," while holding the black rod. To be continued. So Kawaki's throwing spears at him, right? And you see the Kawaki's teleporting or he's just moving really fast. But then Jura's like, "With my one good eye, I'll kill you." Biju bomb. Also, he just vanished, and the Biju bomb missed. And the explosion, is it waking up Boruto? I think it woke up Boruto. Yeah, it did. It goes from there, and then as soon as like Jura attacks, he's gone. Biju bomb, explosion. He's like, "Hey, dumb bro, wake up already. You're the one who's late, jerk." I love how he just keeps reassuring this to Boruto every time. Every time you gotta tell Boruto this, like, "Yo, you better hold it together or else you run amok, I'm killing you." Yo, as soon as you go crazy, bro, I'm killing you. Just remember that. He's like, "Hey, you better not fuck up, because otherwise I'm killing you." Oh man, it's funny. Like, I get it. He had to remind him because he's like, "All right, I'm about to use karma." So they ended off like that. Kawaki's about to use karma and the real fight's about to begin. How do I feel about this chapter? I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed it. There was a lot of action. It was a lot of good setup for Kawaki time. Maybe 8.5. I'll give it the 0.5. I'll give it the 0.5. 8.5 out of 10. It was just nice to see Jura actually fight, but it just seems like Jura's like only thing is the Biju bomb eye sniper thing. That's literally all I see him do. He can fly, do the Biju bomb eye thing, and then he has that one claw that he keeps trying to like slash people with. Like, that's it. Is that all Jura does? It's like, if that's all he has, then, but it's like, bro, like, I don't know. It just seems kind of limited. Who has better stats at the end of the day? Like jutsus don't really mean anything other than just like momentary like back and forth. Like when Boruto did the purple lightning, it's like, oh, they're actually using jutsu. Like, other than that, it's just like swing the sword, throw kunai, teleport, and then just, yeah, slash and attack. Jura basically wasn't doing much either, other than just like, I'm fly around. He kept trying to shoot him with the blast, and it's just like, okay, you keep doing this, but it's not going nowhere. Shoot him with the blast, and just that was pretty much it. Like, Jura's not like, he's not wowing me. Like, yeah, the Biju bomb can like do a lot in terms of like destructive ability, but like, if that's all you can really do in terms of like fighting, then it's kind of like, okay, I'm kind of just not impressed. Like, I'm kind of just not impressed. And then Kawaki's spamming the rods. Like, I mean, I expect that from Kawaki, but it's just like, dude, like, seen that so many times that it's just like, it's not wowing me. And it's like, how many years of the time skip was it? I think it was like 2 years. 2 years of the time skip. You're telling me Kawaki didn't learn anything new? Granted, like, the fight just started. So it's just like, in next chapter, he's probably gonna like show off like whatever he can do. And especially like with him using the karma and all that, he's definitely gonna go like overdrive. He's gonna go all in. And I don't know, the teleportation thing is kind of like annoying, low key, because like every interaction is just like, yo, I'm gonna hit you, and it's either you block or you teleport. So they could just do that. Apparently, all the Otsutsukis have the ability to do. You would think Boruto would like, you know, master the Byakugan during his like the time skip and stuff, but they're saving the Jogan, so it's just like they don't even want to give him Byakugan. I get it. It's just interesting that, you know, he doesn't have Byakugan. Other than that, it's like I'm not entirely sure how to feel about this, especially since I have to wait like a whole other month before I can see what happens next. But it's like I feel kind of detached from just caring too much. Like, next chapter might be like super surprising, and they might wow me, and they might introduce some like cool stuff and whatever, but like I don't want this to last for multiple chapters kind of thing. Unless they're gonna do some super amazing stuff, then I don't want this to be multiple chapters. Like, I'm not blaming them for taking their time with the story, but it's like we're still basically like nowhere deep into the story. Like, it's still gonna take a while for Boruto to like really like get deep into the story. It's gonna take years before like we're really deep into the story, and then where it like all comes together. Like, they're laying breadcrumbs right now for like the characters, how strong they are. Like moment where Boruto was fighting, he was about to lose, he was about to die, just to make the Kawaki situation like just seem cool. And Kawaki got his cool moments out of it. Now I'm just waiting to see like whether Kawaki unlocking his limiters or whatever is really gonna be that big of a deal. Is it gonna be something that like gives him a chance to actually kill Jura? There's no way they're killing Jura. There's no way, right? Like, from what I just saw, it looked like Kawaki was overpowering Jura. Now, Boruto was fighting Jura, and he was giving Jura like a little bit of a challenge, but nothing that seemed like permanent damage. It just looked like they were going back and forth, but ultimately Jura knew like, yo, I'm just gonna keep messing with this guy until like it's over. It didn't look like Boruto was actually like doing anything significant. I get it, he doesn't want to unleash the karma and yada yada. It's like a whole different kind of situation than Naruto and the Nine-Tailed Fox, because if Naruto trusted the Nine-Tailed Fox, he would rampage for a little bit, but it seems like with Boruto trusting Momoshiki, Momoshiki actually has like straight up intelligence to where it's just like Momoshiki's actively plotting for Boruto's downfall, because he's gonna make the most out of taking over. If Momoshiki comes out, it's the end of the world type of deal. Not even on some like we could actually stop him like type of deal. Like, it doesn't seem like anybody's going to be able to stop him other than Kawaki. And now we're seeing like Jura, the main threat. Not saying like he's getting no diff, but he's getting mid diff. And Kawaki didn't even have the karma on when he was doing that stuff to Jura. Kawaki didn't even have the karma on when he was doing what he did to Jura, bro. That's the funny part to me. Homie didn't even have the karma on. He was doing this casual stuff. He was doing this casual stuff to him, bro. Stepping on his back and getting him in the eye. That you can like chalk up to his guard was down. His guard was down because he was feeling confident with like, I'm about to end Boruto. So it's like, I get that part. But Kawaki just like right on his back, put the rod in his eye, and then shooting more rods at him. Jura like cutting the rods or about to shoot the Biju bomb. But the Biju bomb missed because Kawaki just teleported over to Boruto. I can see why Flying Raijin really made like Minato like a threat. But it's like, if everybody had Flying Raijin, then it's... And granted, I know it's not everybody. It's literally just these two because they're Otsutsuki. But it's like, bro, like, if they're gonna like abuse it, I don't think it's gonna be cool. Like, the fights aren't gonna be cool, bro. One, them flying already made the fights less cool. And then now the flying mixed with the teleportation, just it kind of just makes it like, okay, so now things are just going to happen because he teleported. It's just going to happen. And apparently it seems like they could do it infinitely. I don't know if it like takes up chakra even to teleport. I might look that up later. But like, bro, it's just real confusing, this teleportation stuff. If Kawaki was doing all that without the karma, he's just flexing on Jura. Like, without karma activated, he's flexing on him. He was doing that without karma. Now that he activated the karma, are we about to see a slaughter? Now Kawaki's about to like go full force and unleash the karma. Before, what was once a show about doing like ninja things with like, you know, powers, but like, you know, with an intricate system of chakra and hand signs and all that, now it's becoming like a show about like, oh yeah, monsters and aliens just having the power just to do the power. Like, this guy's stronger than this guy because you unlock the limiters or whatever. Regular jutsu are now obsolete. Like the ninja stuff is obsolete now. Here comes Kawaki just coming in just like, yo, the ninja stuff is obsolete. I'm just gonna come in here, use karma, use the Otsutsuki alien stuff, and just like, I got that power. And he's like, you can't stop me, bro. It's just gonna turn into that. Like, this was a chapter where like there was sword fighting and all that, but it's just like, it gets completely overshadowed when Kawaki just comes out of nowhere and sticks rods inside of you like it's nothing. Like, the space-time, the Shinjutsu stuff, like all that stuff just like kind of just like makes it all seem like it's just power flex the anime. Like, it's just like, I just got this busted ability, so I'm just gonna use it and just nobody can stop me. Like, you can't even like think of a reasonable situation to where Rock Lee could fight this guy. Maybe 8 gates and then he tries, but then it's just gonna end up like the Madara situation, where if Madara wasn't just fighting my guy to have fun, that 8 gate situation didn't do anything. Like, at the end of the day, like, because if Madara was just being serious with him, like, my guy wouldn't have done as much damage as he did if he didn't have the assistance with him to help him. Eventually, it's gonna turn into that with like just Boruto in general, where like this Otsutsuki Shinju stuff is just gonna like take over to where it's just like Mitsuki, Sarada, Konohamaru, they don't even matter like in the grand scheme of things, bro. And the only way Sarada was even able to beat Ryu, the only way they were even able to beat Ryu was because of hacks. The sand ninja dude with the blindfold, because he had the sword that let him repel the iron sand, he was able to do something. And then because Sarada just had the manga kill Sharingan that had this like black hole power, gravity manipulation power, that was the only way she was able to do anything. Unless you're like one of the OP like aliens or cyborgs or whatever, then you kind of you're not doing much. Like, you're not getting far. You're not going anywhere. Like, you don't matter. Like, and I get it. like that's just the way the story is. I'm not the author, but just let the author rock. But it's just like, I don't know, the more I read it, the more it's just like I'm waiting for that hype moment that I know is probably not gonna happen anytime soon. Kawaki versus Jura, maybe it'll get hype, maybe. I doubt it though. Like maybe there'll be like 1 or 2 hype moments, but for the most part, there's not gonna be any skill. There's not gonna be any like, oh, he like cleverly did this or that. It's really just gonna be like a back and forth of, I got this power and it's better than yours. At some point, this is gonna mean nothing, because somebody's gonna unlock an even greater power, and it's gonna be like, oh, you're not Otsutsuki, get out. Like they gave Himawari like something to like help her keep up, but like Shikacho was useless, and it's like that's basically gonna be like literally everyone who's not either Jinchuriki or Otsutsuki or something. Like if you don't have like some kind of special lineage, you're not gonna do much. You're not gonna be able to even do much. They're gonna try. They're definitely gonna try, but it's like I really want to see how all this is gonna flow, especially since I know just like at the beginning of the story, it just showed Kawaki versus Boruto. If that's how it's gonna end, it's just Kawaki versus Boruto, then it's just like, yeah, because they're the only 2 with the alien powers. Like no one can keep up with them. Like Sarada's barely keeping up with them. But after she uses the Monkey Hill Sharingan thing like 1 time, she used up all her chakra. She's done. And yeah, they're probably gonna have like a whole like situation where like she learns to get better with it, but like I don't know, man, it's just not hitting. Like something is up with the story where it's just like like this should all be hitting, but it's not hitting for some reason. I don't know why. I really don't know why. It's something where I'd want to like reread everything maybe and analyze it, but like for now it's just not hitting for me. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. I'm gonna still keep reading because like there's a chance like it's gonna change up later on, but I don't know, bro. Something is just not hitting. And it's like Kawaki could look as cool and badass as he wants. Boruto can look as cool as badass as he wants. But like, if it's just gonna be moments where they could just do stuff like this and just flex, I kind of don't care. Like what happens if I don't care about how cool Kawaki and Boruto look? Like, I want to see more from like, I don't know, the story or the characters. Like, I just want to see something else. The Kawaki and Boruto show is just like, it's somewhat interesting, but not really though. It's confusing to me, bro. Like, I just don't feel the same fire or the same flair as like, I don't want to say Naruto, bro, because and that's the sad part too, because it's like, no matter what this does, it's always going to be compared to Naruto. It's always just going to be compared to Naruto. It just can't be held, bro. It just is what it is. It's sad, but that's what it is. But yeah, what I give this, I think 8.5. I don't know, man. It's an interesting story though, but I don't know. I just want more. This is the Earth Ninja signing out. Peace, everybody. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Ninjas of Ruthlessness.